Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something we all strive for, yet often misunderstand: success. In a world that glorifies overnight achievements and instant gratification, it's easy to forget that true success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time, persistence, and an unshakable belief in yourself. So, if you're feeling frustrated or ready to give up, I urge you to hold on a little longer. Let's face it, success is rarely linear. It comes with setbacks, failures, and moments when quitting seems easier than pushing forward. But these obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're stepping stones. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, a necessary part of the journey that shapes your character and sharpens your skills. The truth is, those who succeed are not the ones who never fail, but the ones who refuse to quit. Think about the stories of people we admire. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally took a chance on Harry Potter. Colonel Sanders was turned down 1,009 times before someone agreed to try his fried chicken recipe. Even Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Imagine if any of them had given up after the first, 10th, or even 100th rejection. Their stories would have ended there, and the world would have been deprived of their contributions. So what can we learn from them? That success demands patience and persistence. It requires you to keep moving forward even when progress feels painfully slow or invisible. It's about showing up day after day, putting in the work, and believing that every small step gets you closer to your goal. The Japanese have a concept called kaizen, which means continuous improvement. It's the idea that small, consistent actions can lead to significant results over time. So focus on the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate your small victories, learn from your setbacks, and keep pushing forward. Success is often portrayed as a moment of triumph, a finish line crossed, or a sudden breakthrough that changes everything. However, the reality is much different. Success is not an instant event, but a marathon that requires endurance, persistence, and a willingness to keep going when the path gets tough. It's about embracing the grind, understanding that meaningful achievements are built over time, and committing to the long haul no matter how slow the progress might seem. This perspective is crucial because in a world that celebrates quick wins and overnight fame, it's easy to lose sight of the fact that real success is rarely instantaneous. The problem with the sprint mentality is that it leads to burnout and disappointment. When people expect immediate results, they become discouraged when things don't happen as quickly as they'd hoped. This mindset causes many to give up prematurely, abandoning their goals just when they're on the verge of a breakthrough. It's important to remember that even the most impressive successes are usually the result of years of unseen effort, repeated failures, and countless small steps forward. There are no shortcuts. Those who appear to have achieved overnight success often have a backstory filled with long hours, sacrifices, and resilience that goes unnoticed. Building something meaningful, whether it's a career, a business, or a skill, takes time and patience. It's a process that involves laying one brick at a time, even when the overall progress seems minimal. This slow but steady approach is powerful because it allows for continuous learning and adaptation. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal and helps build the foundation needed for lasting success. The key is to focus on the journey rather than being consumed by the destination. When you embrace the process and commit to showing up every day, you build habits and skills that compound over time. Endurance is what separates those who succeed from those who settle. It's about maintaining your effort and enthusiasm despite the obstacles that come your way. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but they are also opportunities to grow stronger and more resilient. Those who adopt a marathon mindset view these difficulties as temporary hurdles rather than signs that they're on the wrong path. They understand that consistency, not speed, is what ultimately leads to success. Even small improvements made consistently can yield extraordinary results when sustained over a long period. Moreover, enduring the marathon of success requires a deep sense of purpose. When you have a clear reason for why you're pursuing a goal, it becomes easier to keep pushing forward during the tough times. Purpose acts as a fuel that keeps you moving, even when progress seems slow or non-existent. It's what helps you get out of bed early to practice, stay up late to learn, and keep grinding when quitting feels tempting. The most successful people in any field often point to their sense of purpose as the anchor that kept them going when nothing else did. It's also crucial to redefine what success looks like on a day-to-day basis. Celebrating small wins and recognizing incremental progress can keep motivation high during the marathon journey. Too often, people focus solely on the end goal, ignoring the minor victories that proved they're moving in the right direction. Acknowledging these small achievements builds confidence and provides the momentum needed to keep going. This approach transforms the journey into a series of manageable steps rather than an overwhelming race with a distant finish line. Treating success as a marathon is about mastering the art of perseverance. It's about staying committed even when the initial excitement fades, maintaining discipline when motivation wanes, and continuing to show up regardless of how far away the goal seems. Success demands that you embrace the grind, trust the process, and keep moving forward one step at a time. By doing so, you position yourself not just to reach your goals, but to sustain and build upon them long into the future. Failure is an inevitable part of any journey towards success, yet it is often misunderstood and feared. Many people see failure as a sign that they are not good enough or that their goals are out of reach. This perspective can be paralyzing, leading individuals to abandon their dreams at the first sign of difficulty. However, the truth is that failure is not a dead end, but a stepping stone, a necessary and valuable part of the path to success. It is through failure that we learn, grow, and refine our skills. Every setback provides an opportunity to gather information, adjust our approach, and come back stronger. The key is to change the way we think about failure, seeing it not as a verdict on our abilities, but as a natural and essential part of the process. One of the most powerful lessons that failure teaches is humility. When we fall short of our goals, we are forced to confront our limitations and areas that need improvement. This self-awareness is invaluable because it prevents complacency and fuels the desire to learn and get better. Those who never fail rarely push themselves out of their comfort zones, missing the chance to discover what they are truly capable of. In contrast, those who embrace failure see it as proof that they are trying, growing, and daring to pursue something meaningful. This mindset shift transforms failure from something to be avoided into something to be embraced. Failure also builds resilience, which is a crucial component of long-term success. Each time we fall and get back up, we strengthen our ability to cope with adversity. This resilience makes us less likely to quit when we encounter obstacles in the future. It creates a mental toughness that is essential for achieving significant goals, which often require navigating a series of setbacks and difficulties. In this way, every failure is like a training session for the mind, preparing us to handle greater challenges down the road. Over time, this accumulation of resilience becomes one of our greatest assets. Moreover, failure is a powerful teacher because it provides direct and honest feedback. Success can sometimes obscure flaws and lead to overconfidence, while failure shines a spotlight on what is not working. This clarity is a gift because it allows us to make informed decisions about how to move forward. When approached with the right mindset, failure helps us identify weaknesses in our strategies, skills, or attitudes, enabling us to make the necessary adjustments. This process of learning and refining would be impossible without the honest feedback that failure provides. Another benefit of failure is that it fosters creativity and innovation. When our original plans do not work out, we are forced to think differently and explore new approaches. Some of the greatest inventions and breakthroughs in history came about as a result of failures that led to fresh ideas and perspectives. Thomas Edison, for instance, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000,000 ways that won't work," highlighting how each failure brought him closer to success. When we stop seeing failure as the end and start seeing it as a way to gain valuable insights, we unlock the ability to adapt and innovate continuously. Failure also has a way of revealing who truly believes in their goals. Many people are enthusiastic when things are going well, but it is those who persist after repeated failures who demonstrate real commitment. This persistence is often what separates those who ultimately succeed from those who give up too soon. When we refuse to let failure define us, we prove to ourselves and others that our desire to achieve our goals is stronger than the discomfort of temporary setbacks. This determination builds a reputation for grit and perseverance that can open doors and inspire others to support us. Perhaps most importantly, failure teaches us to detach our self-worth from our results. It helps us understand that falling short does not mean we are failures as individuals, but simply that our approach needs refining. This separation is crucial because it allows us to pursue big goals without the constant fear of how setbacks might reflect on our worth. When we no longer see failure as a reflection of our identity, we gain the freedom to take risks and aim higher. This courage to act despite the possibility of failing is often the difference between those who reach their dreams and those who don't. In the end, failure is not something to be feared but embraced as a natural and valuable part of the journey to success. It is a teacher, a motivator, and a necessary checkpoint on the road to achieving great things. Those who understand this view each failure as a stepping stone, gathering lessons, and growing stronger with each attempt. By adopting this mindset, we transform failure from a source of discouragement into a powerful tool for growth and progress. Consistency is one of the most powerful yet underrated factors in achieving success. While moments of intense effort can create short-term gains, it is the steady, daily commitment to small actions that leads to meaningful and lasting results. The idea of consistency over intensity emphasizes the importance of showing up every day, even when motivation is low and progress seems slow. This approach is not about grand gestures or occasional bursts of energy, but about building habits that over time compound into significant achievements. Success in this sense is not determined by how hard you work on your best days, but by how reliably you put in the work day after day. The problem with relying on intensity alone is that it is not sustainable. Anyone can push themselves for a day, a week, or even a month. But without consistency, these efforts quickly fizzle out. Intense bursts of effort are often followed by burnout, discouragement, or the temptation to quit when the results do not match the effort invested. In contrast, a consistent approach, even if it seems modest at first, builds momentum gradually. Like compounding interest in finance, small but regular actions grow exponentially over time. This is why someone who commits to exercising for 20 minutes every day will see far better results than someone who pushes themselves to exhaustion once a week and then skips the rest. Consistency ensures that progress is steady, manageable, and most importantly, sustainable. Another advantage of consistency is that it creates habits, which are far more powerful than bursts of motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes based on how we feel in the moment. Habits, however, are automatic actions that we do without much thought. By committing to small, regular actions, we rewire our brains to make these behaviors part of our routine. Over time, what once felt like a chore becomes second nature. This is the secret behind many successful people's productivity. They rely on disciplined habits rather than waiting to feel motivated. Consistency transforms actions into habits, and habits make the path to success smoother and more reliable. Consistency also builds credibility and trust, both with ourselves and with others. Each time we follow through on a commitment, we reinforce our self-discipline and self-belief. This personal integrity is essential for achieving long-term goals because it builds confidence that we can rely on ourselves to do what needs to be done. On the other hand, breaking commitments or relying solely on intense efforts without follow-through undermines our confidence and makes it harder to stay on track. Additionally, consistency demonstrates reliability to others, whether they are colleagues, clients, or friends. People are far more likely to support and invest in someone who shows up consistently than in someone who only puts in effort sporadically. Moreover, consistency provides the opportunity for continuous improvement. When we commit to regular practice, we create more chances to learn, refine, and get better at what we do. Athletes, musicians, and professionals in every field understand this principle well. The more often we do something, the more feedback we receive and the faster we can improve. Intensity might lead to occasional breakthroughs, but it is the steady, repeated practice that leads to mastery. Even small incremental improvements made consistently can lead to extraordinary progress over time. This is why the principle of getting 1% better every day is so effective. It turns consistency into a powerful force for growth. Consistency also helps us overcome resistance and procrastination. Often the hardest part of any task is simply starting. By committing to small, manageable actions every day, we reduce the mental resistance that comes from viewing tasks as overwhelming. Even if we don't feel like doing the full workout, writing session, or study period, committing to just 5 minutes can help us get started. More often than not, once we begin, we end up doing far more than we initially intended. This strategy turns consistency into a tool for defeating procrastination and maintaining steady progress. Consistency builds resilience by teaching us to keep moving forward regardless of how we feel. Life is unpredictable and motivation will fluctuate. However, a consistent approach trains us to keep showing up even on days when we are tired, stressed, or uninspired. This resilience is essential for achieving big goals, which often require months or years of sustained effort. Consistency helps us weather the inevitable challenges and setbacks without losing momentum. It reinforces the mindset that progress, no matter how small, is still progress, and that what matters most is not the speed, but the direction in which we are moving. Consistency over intensity is about playing the long game. It is the understanding that real success is not about how hard you can push for a short time, but how steadily you can advance over the long term by focusing on small, regular actions and committing to showing up every day. We build habits, credibility, skills, and resilience that lead to lasting success. Consistency is not glamorous, and it often lacks the excitement of intense effort, but it is the most reliable path to achieving meaningful and sustainable results. All patience is one of the most underrated yet powerful qualities on the path to success. In a world that glorifies speed and instant gratification, waiting can feel uncomfortable and even counterproductive. However, the reality is that meaningful achievements take time, and the willingness to be patient is a power move that separates those who reach their goals from those who give up too soon. Patience is not about passively waiting for things to happen. It is about maintaining effort, focus, and belief even when results are not immediately visible. It is a form of discipline that requires you to trust the process, keep pushing forward, and resist the urge to abandon your path for quicker, less fulfilling alternatives. One of the key reasons patience is so crucial to success is that progress is often invisible in the early stages. When you start working toward a significant goal, the initial efforts may seem to yield little to no results. This is especially true for complex achievements, whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or transforming your health. The early phase can feel like pushing a boulder uphill, where every bit of progress is hard-won and barely noticeable. However, this period of slow progress is where most people quit, wrongly assuming that lack of immediate results means they are on the wrong track. In reality, success often follows a compounding curve where small, consistent efforts accumulate and eventually lead to exponential growth. Patience allows you to keep going long enough to reach this tipping point. Furthermore, patience enhances decision-making by allowing you to act strategically rather than impulsively. When you are impatient, you are more likely to rush into decisions based on short-term emotions or desires. This haste can lead to mistakes that derail your progress and cause more setbacks in the long run. On the other hand, a patient approach gives you the time and space to consider your options carefully, gather information, and make informed choices. This is particularly important in areas like investing, career development, and relationships, where hasty decisions can have lasting consequences. Patience helps you prioritize long-term gains over immediate gratification, leading to more sustainable success. Patience also fosters resilience, which is essential for overcoming challenges and setbacks. The path to success is rarely smooth. It is filled with obstacles that test your resolve. Those who lack patience often interpret these difficulties as signs that they should quit or switch paths. In contrast, patient individuals view setbacks as temporary challenges rather than permanent roadblocks. They understand that overcoming adversity is part of the process and are willing to endure temporary discomfort for the sake of long-term goals. This mindset not only helps them persist, but also makes them more adaptable and resourceful in finding solutions to the problems they face. Another powerful aspect of patience is that it builds mastery. Complex skills and meaningful achievements require time to develop. Whether you are learning a musical instrument, writing a book, or advancing in your career, true mastery cannot be rushed. The process of repeating, refining, and slowly getting better at something requires the kind of sustained focus and commitment that only patience can provide. Impatient people often skip this critical process, opting for shortcuts that might provide quick wins but lack depth and sustainability. In contrast, patient individuals embrace the grind, knowing that each day of practice, no matter how small the improvement, brings them closer to mastery. Moreover, patience strengthens your mental and emotional well-being. Constantly chasing quick results can create stress, anxiety, and a perpetual sense of inadequacy. It becomes a cycle where no achievement feels satisfying because you are always in a rush to reach the next milestone. On the other hand, a patient mindset encourages you to appreciate the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. This shift in focus reduces stress and makes the pursuit of goals more enjoyable and fulfilling. By allowing yourself the time to grow and progress naturally, you create a healthier, more sustainable relationship with your ambition. Patience also helps in building meaningful relationships, which are often crucial to long-term success. Trust, loyalty, and strong partnerships take time to develop. Rushing relationships or expecting immediate support and validation can lead to superficial connections that fall apart when tested. Patient individuals understand that investing time in understanding others, building trust gradually, and showing consistent reliability leads to deeper and more supportive relationships. These strong connections often provide the encouragement, advice, and opportunities needed to achieve bigger goals. Patience is a power move because it reflects confidence in your ability to succeed and trust in the process. When you are patient, you send a message to yourself and to others that you believe in the value of what you are doing, regardless of how long it takes. This confidence attracts opportunities and makes others more willing to invest in you and your vision. By embracing patience, you develop the discipline, resilience, and focus required to stay the course, overcome obstacles, and achieve lasting success. In a world that constantly pushes us to rush and settle for less, the willingness to wait and keep working is a rare and powerful advantage. Believing in yourself is an essential foundation for achieving any meaningful success. Without self-belief, even the most talented and hardworking individuals can struggle to reach their potential. Self-belief is not about arrogance or pretending to be perfect. Rather, it is a deep and unshakable confidence in your ability to grow, learn, and overcome challenges. It serves an internal compass that guides your actions, sustains your motivation during difficult times, and empowers you to take risks necessary for growth. In many ways, self-belief is non-negotiable because every step forward on the path to success requires it. Without it, the inevitable challenges and setbacks can feel insurmountable, leading to self-doubt and ultimately to giving up. One of the most important aspects of self-belief is that it determines how you respond to failure. Those who lack confidence in themselves often see failure as evidence that they are not capable enough, causing them to quit or scale back their ambitions. In contrast, people with strong self-belief interpret failure as a learning experience, a temporary setback that provides valuable lessons. They understand that failing at something does not make them a failure. It simply highlights areas that need improvement. This mindset shift is crucial because it allows them to bounce back quickly, adjust their approach, and try again with renewed energy and determination. In this way, self-belief acts as a shield against the discouragement that failure can bring. Moreover, self-belief fuels persistence, which is one of the most critical factors for long-term success. Pursuing significant goals requires sustained effort over long periods, often without any visible signs of progress. During these times, external validation might be absent or minimal, and the only thing that keeps you going is the belief that your efforts will eventually pay off. This intrinsic confidence motivates you to keep showing up, to practice, to learn, and to grind, even when it feels like nothing is working. It transforms effort from a burden into a form of investment. A daily affirmation that the outcome is worth the struggle. Without this kind of belief, the temptation to quit becomes overwhelming at the first sign of difficulty. Self-belief also has a powerful influence on the actions you are willing to take. People who doubt themselves tend to play it safe, avoiding risks that might expose their perceived inadequacies. They stay within their comfort zones, settling for less ambitious goals to avoid the possibility of failure. On the other hand, those with strong self-belief are more willing to take calculated risks. They understand that growth requires stepping into the unknown and embracing challenges that force them to stretch their abilities. This willingness to take risks creates opportunities that would otherwise remain out of reach, opening doors to new experiences, skills, and networks that are essential for success. A significant advantage of self-belief is that it shapes how others perceive you. Confidence is attractive. It inspires trust and makes others more willing to support your vision and goals. When you believe in yourself, it shows in your posture, your words, and your actions. People are naturally drawn to leaders and collaborators who seem sure of themselves because it suggests competence and reliability. This positive perception can create a virtuous cycle where others' confidence in you reinforces your own belief and leads to even greater efforts and results. Conversely, self-doubt often manifests in hesitation, indecision, and a lack of assertiveness, which can cause others to doubt you as well. Furthermore, self-belief is crucial for maintaining focus in the face of criticism and negativity. The path to success is rarely without detractors, people who question your goals, criticize your progress, or suggest that you are not cut out for what you are trying to achieve. Without a strong sense of self-belief, these voices can easily derail your confidence and make you question your path. However, when you truly believe in yourself, external criticism loses its power to sway you. It becomes easier to distinguish between constructive feedback, which helps you improve, and baseless negativity, which you can dismiss without a second thought. This selective attention helps you stay focused on your goals, rather than being pulled in different directions by others' opinions. Self-belief also plays a critical role in your ability to visualize and plan for the future. If you don't believe in your ability to succeed, it's difficult to imagine a positive outcome or to set ambitious goals. People who lack self-belief often aim low, choosing objectives that they feel are easily attainable to avoid disappointment. This limited vision stunts growth and keeps them stuck in mediocrity. In contrast, strong self-belief empowers you to set bold goals and develop detailed plans to achieve them. It enables you to see challenges as surmountable and to commit fully to the actions required to reach your vision. This forward-looking mindset not only accelerates progress, but also makes the journey more inspiring and purposeful. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all other success habits are built. Without it, even the best strategies, skills, and resources can go to waste because you won't take the necessary actions to leverage them. With self-belief, however, every challenge becomes a test of resilience. Every failure a lesson, and every small win a step closer to your goals. It is the engine that drives persistence, courage, and focus, turning potential into reality. In a world that constantly tests your resolve, the ability to believe in yourself is not just an advantage, it is a necessity. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most powerful strategies for achieving success. The influence of those closest to you cannot be overstated, as they shape your mindset, habits, and ultimately the trajectory of your life. This concept is often summed up by the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." While this might seem like an oversimplification, there is significant truth to it. The attitudes, behaviors, and ambitions of the people around you have a profound impact on your own beliefs and actions. If you are surrounded by people who are positive, ambitious, and supportive, you are far more likely to adopt these qualities yourself. On the other hand, spending time with negative, unmotivated, or toxic individuals can drain your energy and hold you back from reaching your full potential. One of the most significant ways that the right people can influence your success is through motivation and accountability. When you have a circle of friends, colleagues, or mentors who are driven and goal-oriented, their energy becomes contagious. Their progress and determination inspire you to step up your own game. This positive peer pressure can push you to set higher goals, work harder, and stay committed even when things get tough. Furthermore, being part of a group that values success creates a sense of accountability. When others expect you to follow through on your commitments, you are far less likely to procrastinate or give up. Knowing that you will have to explain your actions or lack thereof to people you respect creates a powerful incentive to stay on track. The right people also provide valuable feedback and perspective, which are crucial for growth. It's easy to get stuck in your own head, either overestimating your progress or being overly critical of yourself. Trusted advisors or peers can offer honest, constructive feedback that helps you see your strengths and weaknesses more clearly. This kind of input is essential for making informed decisions and continuous improvement. Without it, you might spend years repeating the same mistakes or miss out on opportunities to capitalize on your strengths. The right people challenge you to think bigger, refine your strategies, and improve your skills, accelerating your path to success. Moreover, surrounding yourself with the right people helps to expand your network, which is a significant asset in achieving success. Opportunities often come through relationships. whether it's a job offer, a business partnership, or a new client. When you build connections with ambitious and successful individuals, you increase your chances of being introduced to others who can help you move forward. Networking with the right people also exposes you to new ideas, resources, and perspectives that you might not have considered. This network effect creates a multiplier for your efforts, enabling you to leverage the expertise, advice, and support of others to achieve your goals faster and more efficiently. The people you spend time with also influence your mindset, which is one of the most important factors for success. Negative or pessimistic individuals can fill your mind with doubt, limiting your ability to take risks or pursue ambitious goals. In contrast, positive and growth-oriented people reinforce the belief that success is possible and that challenges are opportunities for growth. They encourage you to adopt a mindset of abundance, where setbacks are seen as temporary and learning is continuous. This positive mindset not only makes you more resilient, but also more creative and proactive in finding solutions to problems. When you believe that success is possible, you are more likely to take the actions necessary to achieve it. Another critical aspect of surrounding yourself with the right people is emotional support. The path to success is often challenging and lonely, filled with setbacks, failures, and moments of self-doubt. Having people who genuinely support you can make a significant difference in how you handle these challenges. The right people encourage you to keep going when you want to quit and remind you of your progress when all you can see are obstacles. This emotional support acts as a buffer against burnout and discouragement, helping you to maintain the energy and motivation needed to push forward. Knowing that you have a support system to rely on makes it easier to take risks and face difficulties with confidence. The right people also help you maintain a high standard of excellence. When you associate with individuals who have strong work ethics and high standards, you are naturally compelled to rise to that level. Mediocrity becomes unacceptable, and you find yourself putting in extra effort, not just to achieve your goals, but to match or surpass the achievements of those around you. This kind of environment fosters a culture of excellence where continuous learning and self-improvement are the norms. It keeps you on your toes, pushing you to keep evolving and not settle for less than you are capable of achieving. Surrounding yourself with the right people creates a powerful feedback loop of inspiration, accountability, and support. It elevates your thinking, sharpens your skills, and fuels your motivation, making the path to success not just possible, but significantly more achievable. By choosing your inner circle wisely, you create an environment that pulls you forward, helping you overcome obstacles and maintain momentum even during tough times. In many cases, the difference between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who do not comes down to the people they choose to surround themselves with. In a world where your environment can make or break your success, being intentional about your relationships is one of the smartest investments you can make.